Thank you for waiting and taking the time out to join us today. We will now start the press conference for NTT Data financial results for the third quarter of the year ending in March 2024. Let me introduce today's presenters. NTT Data Group Directors and Senior Executive Vice President Katsuhiko Nakayama. Senior Vice President and Head of Corporate Headquarters Tadaoki Nishimura. Senior Vice President, Head of a Finance Department and Corporate Headquarters Kazuo Kakeya. I am a facilitator, Ito of a Public Communication Department, and today's presentation consists of two materials, financial results summary and company presentation, which are available for download on our website under Investor sections. Now, Mr. Nakayama will present the financial results for the third quarters of the year ending in March 2024. Over to you, Mr. Nakayama.
I am Nakayama of NTT Data Group Corporation. I sincerely thank you for joining this earnings results briefing today despite your busy schedule. Before we start, let me express my deepest condolences for those who have been affected by the 2024 Noto Peninsula earthquake and their families. I sincerely hope recovery and restoration of the devastated areas as quickly as possible. With that, let me begin the briefing session for the Q3 of the fiscal year ending March 2024. Here is today's agenda. Let me firstly cover the Q3 results. Page 4, please. This outlines the Q3 results. As shown here, we have posted increases both in sales and operating income with a decrease in net income. Net sales. In addition to the NTT Limited consolidation impact from Q3 of the last fiscal year, the public and social infrastructures, financial and enterprise businesses in Japan segment and Europe enjoyed greater business. Plus, we benefited from FX gains and recorded a significant surplus by 770.1 billion yen. Operating income, our full-year guidance has reflected the non-Japan segment's business combination and structural transformation costs. Yet, NTT Limited consolidation impact and revenue growth led to an incremental 13.6 billion yen. Net income was impacted by NTT Limited consolidation, which has increased financial expenses resulting in a reduction. For net income, its progress against our forecast is relatively modest. However, as a whole, we are performing steadily, and we will continue to work on achieving our forecasts. And as for the new orders received at the very bottom, unlike net sales and profits, last year's results and the fiscal year's forecast do not incorporate NTT Limited figures. Therefore, the year-on-year figure has risen sharply, the detail of which shall be explained on the next page. New orders received. NTT Limited consolidation impact, coupled with large wins by Japan and non-Japan segments, contributed to our substantial growth of 1,696.6 billion yen. For the Japan segment, the enterprise business experienced a year-on-year drawback due to the previous fiscal year's large projects, yet the public business won large projects from the central government and ministries, and so did the financial segment for regional banks. Accordingly, the segment recorded an increase of 214 billion yen. Outside Japan, we benefited from the NTT Limited consolidation impact and FX gains. Up to the second quarter, year-on-year performance had been downtrending in North America. However, large deal wins helped increase orders by 1,480.6 billion yen. Please turn to page 6. Next, net sales. In addition to NTT Limited consolidation impact and FX gains, the Japan segment and Europe expanded businesses, pushing up sales largely by 770.1 billion yen. Please turn to page 7. Operating income. The slide shows the year-on-year result for the Japan segment in the same format used in the previous fiscal year, comparing the aggregated figures, including public financial and enterprise businesses. The full-year guidance has reflected the incremental business combinations of 5.6 billion in structural transformation costs of 7.1 billion yen. However, the NTT Limited consolidation effect and the revenue growth in the public business helped increase the profit by 13.6 billion yen. Please turn to page 8. This slide shows a breakdown of the non-Japan segment, for which I want to add some comment on EBITDA. North America, due to reduced revenue, posted a reduction of 1 billion yen against the previous fiscal year. MEIL business spent more structural transformation costs. However, its net sales growth helped deliver an increase of 2.9 billion yen. Please turn to page 9. Next, let me take you through some key points of the financial results. Please turn to page 10. This slide recaps key points of this presentation. First, new orders received by segment. As mentioned earlier, in the Japan segment, the public and financial businesses won large deals, and all in all, it is favorably performing against the full-year guidance. It's already exceeding, so it is performing very strongly. As per our segment abroad, North America won large deals, and the other factors helped both North America and MEIL perform solidly against the forecast. From now on onwards, I am going through one by one. North America, and also for the other points, I'm going to explain on the next page and onwards. This slide shows new orders received in North America. As explained before, the orders had remained negative year-on-year up to Q2. However, in Q3, from a major American insurance company, a long-term deal of over 60 billion yen and other multiple projects were secured, turning the year-on-year figure positive. However, the market uncertainties are still delaying customers' decision-making. However, we will continue to work on delivering our full-year forecast. Next, let me explain how the business combination and structural transformation are progressing. The process of the combination towards a new operating model from fiscal year 24 is this is a significant event, and now it is on track. On the cost side, business integration costs up to Q3 was 7 billion yen, mainly spent in MEIL. The annual plan for the whole non-Japan segment is 19 billion yen, and in Q4, we will further accelerate initiatives. Structural transformation cost up to Q3 was 6.1 billion yen in MEIL and 13.4 billion yen at NTT Limited. And the progress in both businesses is in good shape. Businesses abroad have been further integrated and have been leveraging each region's strengths, creating synergetic projects continuously in Q3. To be more specific, as you can see at the left-hand side, in North America, a major American insurance group, National Life Group, placed an order for an ITO project and announced a continued strategic partnership. NTT Data Services provides applications, infrastructure, and other ITO services, while NTT Limited provides data center services, enabling us to offer high-quality services for our customers. Moving on to the right-hand side, other cases include project in MEIL for a South African multinational pharmaceutical company, an SAP-related global master service agreement through which we won application management service contract in Brazil. NTT Limited's customer relations and its global track record in NTT Data Business Solutions, SAP expertise in the pharmaceutical sector have been combined together to support customers. The next case is about the mission-critical systems migrating to open systems. On January 4th this year, the very first case in the Japanese financial sector called Measure, the multi-bank open core banking systems, cut over. Mainframe used to be the only enabler for the shared type large-scale core banking systems. However, Python, the framework developed by us, has enabled the open systems. Although the project was highly intricate, engineers in mainframe, open systems, and subject matter experts and many relevant specialists brought all technical capabilities and know-hows together to make this happen, and the system successfully cut over. Starting with this open major system, we will continue to propel our efforts to drive a shift to core banking systems to open systems to realize a future integrated banking cloud vision. Next topic is about our efforts in generative AI. Demand of Gen AI is accelerating, and so are our various initiatives. We have been using generative AI to co-create with customers, and such projects are now over 100 across the globe. Moreover, we have over 10 Gen AI assets. This April, using the AI, the document search and response generating system called Litron is scheduled to support Tsuzumi. This will allow the financial sector or other environments requiring highly confidentiality to introduce their own LLM. In addition, our internal use of Gen AI will be broadened in a wider scope to accelerate this effort in order to improve productivity in software development. We will continuously push forward Gen AI-related initiatives to provide Gen AI which will work harmoniously with society. Next, let me cover the status of data center business. In light of vibrant demand, growth can be expected with this business. Therefore, we have been aggressively making investments and providing services as planned. In December 2023, with TEPCO Power Grid Inc., for the purpose of joint development and operation of data centers, we agreed to establish a new company, and preparations are underway. In Q3, sales, EBITDA, EBITDA margin, and CapEx are on track against our annual plan, as you can see here. Finally, let me cover the progress of investment and financial strategy. Refinancing to a fixed interest rate and yen carry trade to mitigate interest expenses have been executed solidly. For fiscal year 23, these measures are expected to save a circa 3.5 billion yen in interest expenses, and for Q3, around 1.5 billion yen has been reduced. Also, as you can see at the bottom, for those measures, for the off-balance measures for data centers are planned, and we are promoting initiatives to sell data centers. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.